Hey, what is up guys? So the next couple of videos that I'm going to try and get through are going to be the decks that were played at the OTS event. This is the one that's just recently gone by during July, so if you're on like the 14th or 15th deck list, this was quite some time ago. But till then, thank you John anyways for handing me the paperwork, because it means I get to look through all of these interesting decks, and my god, some of them are interesting, especially since Goatee won the entire event, and then we did a side event of Winnermat, and this beautiful thing that you see here came first. I am not even going to attempt to explain how this works, because I only know the tier element part. As for the rest of this, yeah, I don't think I'm actually even qualified to describe. I don't even think I'm actually qualified to describe how this deck functions. Because, honest to God truth, I have no idea how this deck works. I've played all tier element, and that was difficult in its own rights, because I just have a smooth brain in general. This is something else entirely, because as you can see, there is like a very high Destiny Hero package in this, which leads to the two great fusions, not just Phoenix Enforcer, but I believe it's a Destiny Hero Dangerous, which is interesting to say the least. So I'm just going to go through the deck, and then I'm going to try and reverse engineer whatever this guy was playing, because it was some great thing, because at the end of the day he came first. But if I ever came up against this, I have no idea how this functions. So we're going to start off with the regular main deck lineup of 1 Agido, 1 Celestial, 1 Denier, 2 Malicious, 1 Destrudo, 2 Diviner, 1 Kelbeck, 1 Keldo, 3 King of the Swamp, 1 Medora, 1 Harvenus, 3 Tier Element Kashtira, 1 Merlee, 3 Rhino Heart, 1 Shiren, Foolish Burial, 2 Goods, 2 Fusion Destiny, Poly, 3 Pelarino, 3 Scream, 1 Terraforming, 1 Cry, 1 Meta Noise, 1 Sulic, and for the side we play the 2 Gamazeel, 2 Necro Banshee, 2 Volcanic Scattershot, Cowboy for time because bang bang, Dark Ruler no more, 2 Twin Twisters, 2 Heartbeat, 2 Zombie World, and then for the extra is Dangerous, Phoenix Enforcer, Garuda, Fusion Grapha, Mud Dragon, Dragostapelia, Kaleido Heart, Rukalos, Baron, Beatrice, Time Thief Redoer, the BLS Link, so Soldier of Chaos, Dark Charmer, Sprind, and Underworld Goddess. So let's see how well I can reverse engineer this in my brain. So the Underworld Goddess is probably there just for the purpose of your opponent makes like a Towers level thing, and this just gets rid of it. Fair enough, Towers monsters come in the form of AI, but I don't think that's really a deck. I don't even remember that. No, that didn't even actually enter the entire event. Soldier of Chaos. This is something that I have seen crop up a few times, because you can actually make this off the you can make this with the tier element Kashtira that makes it non-targeting. So Runic find it very difficult to get past this, because they have Flashing Fire, Freezing Curse, and other stuff. All of it targets. So if you make this crash into one of their monsters and make it gain 1/4, the gigantic sprite can't deal with it anymore. So they have to make other ways to out it, and yeah, it's very difficult to say it in a nutshell. The rest of it is kind of a bit standard, what I'd say, yeah, except for this. What does this do? Quick effect, you can discard 1 card, send 1 Destiny Hero monster from your hand or deck to the graveyard, and if you do Destiny Hero monsters you control, gain 200 attack for each Destiny Hero monster in your graveyard until the end of the turn. So I think this is used when you use Fusion Destiny and you send off for Malicious. So you can send Celestial and Denier, and then use this to send the Malicious to the graveyard if your opponent does standard tier plays, because if they go Unicorn and banish them Phoenix Enforcer, which they probably will, this actually means that you have more stuff because of the melee, but that's just a little bit of theory on my part. The side is like a brainchild what I would have concocted, because I believe in the ultimate ratios of you play 2 ofs in lots of cases, because you want all your 2 ofs to overlap. So big brain over there for him. I'll give him the big brain for that. The kaijus, yeah, it kind of does work. He could have played, I guess, Santa Claus instead of it, but I don't think that would have worked because he's not playing the Zeus line, and the only reason you play Santa Claus is for the purpose of you make the time thief redoer and then you ram it into the Santa Claus in defense and then make a Zeus from it. But since he's not playing Zeus, I don't think it really matters. The Banshee, because at my locals there is a lot of Flunder. Fair enough, there was only one person that was playing Flunder at the entire event. However, there was Dino that appeared, and 1 or 2 other decks where types actually do matter. So Banshee is very, very good in this sort of circumstance. 2 Scattershot. Very confused, besides burning for time, but I'm not going to question it in the slightest. Cowboy, again, burning for time. No particular other reason besides burn for time. The rest of it is kind of standard of the rulers, super polys. You want to like draw multiples of stuff to out the board, so I can see the reasoning behind him playing all of this other stuff. The main is interesting, obviously, because of the additional targets for Fusion Destiny in the form of Malicious, Denier, and Celestial. No Dasher, which I guess in this build you don't really need to worry about the Dasher because Mali's giving you more stuff, and the Denier, I guess, is just free stuff because you summon back the Denier and then get to put back a Malicious, so you have another Malicious for later on. The only other weird thing that I'm seeing in this is this card. So target 1 Visa Starfrost in your monster zone and 1 effect monster your opponent controls. Negate that. Target 1 Visa Starfrost in your monster zone and 1 effect monster your opponent controls. Negate that opponent's monster effect, and if you do, your target monster gains attack equal to half the original attack. You can banish this card from your graveyard. Target 1 spell and trap that mentions Visa Starfrost from your... Oh! He Foolish Burial Goods is this, and then it gets to add him like Scream, Cry, and all this other stuff, because these mentioned Visa Starfrost in all of it. So that means that he can add Perlerino and all this other stuff. So I guess it's a weird version of the Crystal Beast trap that adds a field spell and a Crystal Beast, which I guess you don't need to play that anymore because you used to play Emerald Turtle in it, because it was a target for the level 5 fusion, which unfortunately is banned, but I guess this is the alternative way around it. But yeah, this is actually a pretty interesting list. Besides like the standard off stuff, everything else seems actually quite fine and looks pretty decent. Obviously, I can't really comment too much on what will be changed in it, but from where I stand, this actually did quite well, and obviously took home the side event. It was single elimination, so obviously he won the entire event by just winning all of his games. So I tip my hat to you, good sir. For reasons I'm not. So if you guys have any suggestions to how this deck actually functions, or any amendments to it, please do let us know, because we do like uploading deck lists and giving feedback to some of our players, because we do have newer players and players that are younger that are getting into the game, and feedback's always great for them because it allows them to get better at the game, and that's how we build the great communities of Yu-Gi-Oh! Our great communities of it. But anyways, thanks guys for watching. Don't forget to comment and like as always. I'll be signing out. Peace.